Let's see. Melissa.
Hi, everyone. How are you? It's MJ. It's so good to be here. I don't even know why I wanted to come in here, but I just did. So everyone in the comments, please let me know if you can see me and hear me okay. It's been a minute since I did a live on my own. I'm kind of spoiled with being guests on other shows, but it's kind of nice being here. Who is all with us? There's 7 people here, and I'd love to know who's all here. It is live. Hi, how are you? It's good to see you. I do have a voice. I've always had a voice. It's the hearing. The hearing I didn't have. Hi. How are you, Margaret? Let's check in. Hey, that's me. I'm a time traveler. Alan, Jess. Jess is like my rock steady. She's been here, man. She's awesome. Larry go. And Margaret. Awesome to see everybody. Yeah, so I did last week's episode and I said, maybe I should do this as a live and let's see like what's up. So we're going to try it out and see what happens. Hey, William, how are you? What time is it over there? Is it tomorrow? Is it Monday? Hi, Lily Eve. With a vengeance. There you go. Don't call it a comeback. Yeah, so I'm still on the mend. If anybody doesn't know, I caught a virus at the end of February and it knocked out both of my eardrums. So both of my eardrums perforated, which means they basically burst. And I had like 3% hearing for a good couple days in both ears. And it was just a bit of a struggle, but I'm probably at like 90% now, which is much better. I still have times during the day where I could feel the pressure building up because of the barometric pressure. And there's still some things like I can't do, like I can't practice yoga or anything yet because of the inversion. So just kind of rolling with the punches. Yeah. 7 a.m. on Monday. Goodness. Yeah, Lily, there's a video in my backlog that has surviving sickness with a smile or something like that, I called it. Hi, Alan. How are you? Yeah, it feels good to be here. I just, I was kind of like, not in a funk, but there was something going on with me today. And I filmed some stuff. I filmed a video. I made 2 things for people over on my Patreon. And I'm like, I just don't feel I don't feel the creative juices flowing. And I'm like, you know what? I have to film Support Small BookTube, so let's just do it live. And I can talk to people. Kelly times 3, how are you? Are you in the same? Yeah, there's a lot of different stuff going around. But whatever I had, it was wicked. It was just wicked. But, I'm a survivor. I'm here. I'm fighting. I'm glad you're coming back too. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, I know the astrology right now is very much death and rebirth, but I'm stuck in the middle. I haven't been reborn yet. So I'm like, just waiting, just waiting. We've had wicked weather. We've had British weather, basically. No offense, but rain, overcast, gray. Today's the first day where we actually got some sun, but it's too cold to do anything. You can't go outside. Thanks, Alan. I appreciate it. I think it looks better on the outside than it feels on the inside. Today is a bit of a struggle for me, but I'm here. It's good to see everybody. Yeah, so I didn't put the channels that I'm going to shout out in the description box. I'm going to do it after the live because I don't want to freak people out with me, doing their channels and then me being live and having them be like, what is going on? I don't want to raise red alarms. So, this will be in my catalog of lives, and I'll be sure to share it for all the people that like to tune into, the different episodes. So this is episode 135. 135. Somebody do the math on that. Hey Fred, what's up? Yeah, we're doing we're gonna shout out the smaller channels live today, and I wanted to come in here and kind of just get the rust off the wheels. It's nice being a guest on the Monday night live with Alan and Greg, or with the Thursday night Fortnite show with Gareth and Dave, but sometimes you just gotta stand on your own, so that's what I'm doing. Future at my current job will be decided today. Whoa. Well, I'm going to say that it's going to be okay. How's that? My gut is that you're going to be okay. And I hope it's true. Believe it. Right? Right. It's been a minute since I've been on StreamYard too. My goodness. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I'm planning to be here for like an hour so we could chit chat. We can talk about some books. If you guys know of some newer creators that you want to include, feel free to shout them out in the comment section. And then I have 4 lined up already, and we'll go through them. I knew it was you. I knew it was you. Is it this Thursday already? Wow. Time's flying. Cool. I'll have my cookies ready. Make sure you talk about a lot of good stuff. You and Garrett should play music. Yeah. That'd be fun. That would be good stuff. 14 people. Hey, hey, if you haven't said hey in the comments, give me a little emoji. Let me know that you're here. Let's see. Do I have any announcements? I'm not going to talk about books because I'm going to have videos coming out talking about books. Let's see. My other channel is actually doing pretty good. So if y'all didn't know, apart from books, I have a stationary fountain pen office supply channel called Planning This Life. And I featured a couple brand new fountain pens that I got, and I covered my whole collection, including some vintage ones that were my dad's. So if you're interested in anything like that, make sure you check out Planning This Life, because it's been fun. I think I got 50 new subscribers in like the past 2 weeks, which is really cool. Let's see. Easter chocolate ideas. We went to the chocolatier yesterday and we just got what we needed. Yeah. I don't do a lot of this stuff, but I'll tell you what, this is what it costs. So they had cute little bags with pretzels, right? Just a regular pretzel. 2 chocolate covered pretzels. 2 were $5. $5. I looked at the price and I'm like, I could make a ton of money doing this on the weekend from my kitchen and just bagging them up and selling them. But I mean, really, $5? Come on. But people will buy it if they don't have the time. Fountain pens are cool. You have 2. Yeah, cheap ones are awesome. Yeah, I actually did a starter video on where to start. Like, drop your biro, drop your Bic, and start with a fountain pen, man. This is the one my husband got me. This is a Leonardo Magico, which is beautiful. It's amethyst color, which is my birthstone. So that one is super special to me. Constance. I'm creeping up. I'm still not 100%. I can absolutely hear better. I can still hear myself. I have pressure in my ears. I'm afraid to wear earbuds or anything like that just yet. But every day it's different. It's different from when I wake up. So it goes with the barometric pressure. I got a lot of pops and stuff like that. Like, I had to drive a little bit today and I was in a higher elevation and like I could feel it. And I was like, oh, get me out of here. Yeah, well, make sure you check out my channel. We do all of that. Hobonichi, I do creative journaling every morning. That has been a passion of mine. But it's just so relaxing. Like, it really, really is. But I swore that I wouldn't buy any more fountain pens until next year. I don't know how long I'll last with that, but because when I started in September, I was cleaning out my desk drawers here, right? This is how it started. Cleaning out my desk drawers. And I found, do I have it here? I found this one. So I found this one, and I think it's my grandfather's. And it's monogrammed, and it's just, I don't know if you could see it or not, but it writes really well. And I cleaned it up and everything, you know, and I was asking people there, you know, like what kind it was and what should I do? And everybody's saying, "Ooh, it's vintage. You should send it to a store." And you know, send it to like a fountain pen hospital, and they'll like bring it up to date and clean it and everything for you. And I'm like, oh gosh. So that whole community is really, really cool. Almost as cool as BookTube, but it's a little more niche down, I guess, you know, because everybody has their favorite pen, everybody has their favorite brand ink, and you know, you do ink swatches and all that. It's just really cool. It's just really fun. All right, let's see. Yeah, there's a chocolate shop here that makes little kitties and chocolate, like $12 for two. Yeah, you know, like I walked around, I support, it's a small business. It's a small chocolatier. So I walked around and you know, got some things for the husband. They even had dog things. So I got things for Watson, like, you know, white chocolate, drizzled big biscuits and stuff like that. So we did that, but then you walk out of the store and you realize how much money you spent and you're like, oh my God, you know, but then you're supporting a small business. It's not a huge corporation, you know, and you're giving back basically. So my husband spent a little bit more because he has more family to buy for. And he was going on a tear about how much he spent at a chocolate store. And it wasn't I didn't ask for anything, you know? I like the chocolate covered coffee beans, and I like the coffee thing here, and that's it. Like I don't eat a lot of chocolate. I don't need a lot of chocolate. I'm like a what do you call it? Cadbury girl. Those Cadbury eggs, the little eggs, the dark chocolate ones. Oh, I could go through bags and bags and bags of those. They're so good. Well, you should make some pen videos. There's a whole niche for that. Thank you. It's really, really nice. Hi, what's going on, G? What's going on? I know. I told the story already, but I was kind of like I knew I had to film today. Sunday is usually my big film day, and I just didn't feel like it, you know? Like I made one video and I made 2 videos for my Patreon people, and I'm like, I have to do support small booktube, and I really just don't feel like it, and I said, "You know what? We're gonna do it live. We're gonna do it live. That's all. I'll test the waters and see how it goes." So here I am. And Gareth, I I haven't watched the video yet of your trip, but honestly, you need to throw in the title like Game of Thrones or something like that. I had no idea. Like I knew, but I didn't know that that's why you were going or what. Do you know what I mean? Like I didn't make the connection until you said King's Landing. And I'm like, "Oh my God. He went to where they shot Game of Thrones." You need to put that in the title because people won't make the connection like me. You'll get a ton of views on that. Yeah, totally. Hey, Fred, you're cheating. I have him up already. I have him up. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Eh, where is it? Can I share my screen? Hold on. Add to stage. There. I already have him up, Fred. Great minds think alike. Oh, I actually have. Yes. Yes. Oh, I would use it. I would use it. I would use it to swatch ink. I would use it actually. It's sad. I had over on another app called Litzy a bunch of years ago. We had like an exchange, like a bookish friend exchange. So if you signed up, you had to agree to the terms, which was like, you know, you have to spend $25. You have to agree to ship it all over the world, like whatever. So I sent over a whole bunch of stuff. And my pen pal was from Germany, and she sent me back ink, and she sent me a glass pen. And something happened like probably 2 months after I got it. Like I had a big chocolate lab at the time, and he knocked into the table and the pen rolled and fell and it cracked. And I was like, oh, But, you know, accidents happen, like, what can you do? But yeah, those are beautiful. I would totally use it. Totally use it. Yeah, like, my dad was a junior, and the pen doesn't have junior on it, so I'm assuming it's my grandfather's. The There's pros and cons to it, Alan, because when you save your guardian angels and your distant relative stuff, you have a lot of stuff, you know? And it just accumulates a little bit, but me, being the pen nerd that I am, and I got that from my dad, you know, when I went across that when I was cleaning out the house, I'm like, "These are important, I'm keeping these." So, yeah. There's actually there's a store in New York City, and it's called the Fountain Pen Hospital, and it's been around for a very long time, and they send out the most brilliant catalogs every December. Fountain Pen Hospital, it's real, and it is an iconic, iconic store. Yeah, for real. Google it. Who has been down the rabbit hole of luxury bags available on wait, what? Okay, hold on. Who has been down the rabbit hole of luxury bags being available on Chinese shopping sites after the YouTube Reels expose? I might find myself a Kelly bag yet. Sorry. No, wait, hold on. Okay, so I love. All right, so it's Asian shopping sites because I've done the Asian market for like Louis Vuitton bags. Is it like vintage used or is it dupes? What's the YouTube Reels expose? I don't know what that is. Let me know. See, because here's what happens with me, right? Specifically. I go, my whole YouTube experience started with bags, with vintage bags. If you go on my other planning channel and you scroll all the way back, you'll get a couple showcases and you'll get a couple of reviews of like unboxings and new items and stuff like that. Like not new items, but you know, new vintage items. But yeah. Yeah. There's a couple good Japanese eBay sellers, but I don't know the place that you're talking about. Is that like the thing that happened over the winter with what was it? The Walmart Birkin? People were getting up in arms over that? Yes, Cadbury's. Yeah, they're chocolate covered espresso beans are good, but you have to like you gotta watch because too much of a good thing is not a good thing. Signature chocolate bats. I don't know signature chocolate bats. Like bats like the animal or bats like baseball? I really am a dark chocolate person. Like milk chocolate doesn't do it for me. It's gotta be dark chocolate. Transport, yes. Yeah. If it's good and it's from a small business, it's worth it. That's what I say. You know, if you're gonna buy, you know, like the brand names that you get at like you know, the local drugstores and, you know, food markets and stuff like that, you know, I'd rather pay $5 for a lovely dark chocolate, you know, crunch bar than I would for a special dark Hershey's bar, you know? It's just different quality. Cool. Well, yeah. Cool. Cadbury's good. It's just good. When I used to go to my grandmother's, she always had Cadbury. Now, my father's side of the family, on my grandmother's side, they were Irish and British. So always had tea multiple times during the day, always had Cadbury's, always had plum pudding at Christmas. You know, like there were a lot of British staples that continued in the family. But I remember just the Cadbury's, and it used to be the fruit and nut bars. They were just so good. So good. Yes. You need to. You need to because if you're dumb like me and you're like, why is Gareth going to Croatia? Is it like touristy thing? Like, I don't get it. And then when you said King's Landing, I'm like, what? That's why he's there. You need to do something. Put it in the title. Load up the tags. Put it somewhere, and you'll get a massive spike on it. Like, for real. Like, I can't wait to watch it. Did you do the Walk of Shame? Shame. I love that show. I loved everything about it. I didn't even complain about the ending. I just loved it. Like, I wished some things would have happened a little bit differently, but I freaking love that show. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Yeah, just play a little ditty. That's all. That's cool. I stocked up today, but I didn't open the bag, and I'm not opening the bag because I go through a bag of them in a week. Easy. Between me and my husband. My husband is a sweet tooth guy too. He likes his candy like immediately after supper. He likes a little sweet after supper. I will have it whenever. Doesn't matter. If I have a cup of coffee, put one in my mouth. They're just so good. Yeah, I can't wait to travel again. I can't travel with these ears, and that sucks. That sucks. Thank God I didn't book anything because we were hoping to get over to the UK in May, but not happening. Not with my earsies. Why do the dragons look like this? It looks like St. Jude's? Like St. Jude's Hospital? Because they will repair your sorry pens. They will bring them joy and happiness and, you know, bring your cracked pens and they will bring them back to life. Yeah, but I'm telling you, if you love a good fountain pen, even if you just want to window shop, their catalog, and I don't have it here. Their catalog is brilliant. It's thick and it's beautiful paper. It's photographed like fashion, and it's just a treat to get it every December. Like, you could probably go on and request one. They'll send one to you. Stunning. Stunning. Okay. Yeah. All that stuff is good. All that stuff from, like, your ancestors, that keeps their spirit alive, right? Because energy doesn't die, but memories do. And you got to keep people alive, you know? So, me personally, I celebrate birthdays and I celebrate death days. It's just how it is, you know? Like, I remember when people passed because that's important to me. And I remember when people were born because that's important to me. And that's a way that I honor, you know, the spirits that have moved on, but they check on us, you know? There's nothing wrong with I have markers. Dude. I love markers. I'm a huge Tombow marker fan. Not bag dupes, but manufacturers are saying the Birkin and Vuitton are made in China and branded. I've heard that. But there also is, remember, we're going to go do a little fashion history, but Vuitton opened a manufacturing place in America. And I want to say it was Texas. That did it because people, when you would get the old ones, because now they don't do date codes, they have QR codes that are inside the bag and you have to have like a special scanner for it now. But back in the day, you know, you would look for the magic tag and there would be letters and numbers, and the letters and numbers would coordinate to where the bag was made and when the bag was made. And people would say that the bags that were made in the US weren't the best craftsmanship, you know? So I don't know. I'm sure maybe some of them are, but I don't think all of them are. I don't know. I still believe that the old school bags are quality made. I haven't followed a lot probably since I've been on BookTube. So for a good 4 years, but for a while there, I was deep, deep in it, deep in bag culture. And I loved it. I still have to catalog all my stuff. Like I want to catalog it. I want to make not a screen. I want to make a spreadsheet with the year, the make, where it was made, where I bought it, what I paid, what it's worth. Because what it's worth keeps going up, 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 which is good. Sugar. There's nothing wrong with that. It's beautiful. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. I don't think you're gonna dig my movies though. You know? I got a lot of chick flicks. I got a lot of weird horror. I don't know. I don't know if I could narrow down what movies that I would bring with me on a desert island. Like there might be like a rock doc in there or like a concert film or something. I like chocolate, but I'm more peanut butter. That's my husband. That's my husband. He's chocolate peanut butter. Yep. Yep. We went out to dinner on Friday, and we were coming this back way, and in the back way, there's a dairy, and they make their own ice cream there. So we stopped, and I looked at him, and I said, "Okay, what are you gonna get?" And he's like, "What do you think?" And I'm like, "Chocolate peanut butter," and he's like, "Yep." He's so simple. Lint is good, but I heard Lint isn't being shipped to the US anymore. They're saying, nope. That's what I heard. Oh, the Easter eggs are so good. The Cadbury. Oh, yes, to dark chocolate, higher in antioxidants. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And I wish people didn't name their kid Daenerys, Cersei's cooler. Yeah, like I wanted Arya to really just like come out and go John Wick on everybody. I didn't get it, but that's how I wanted it to end in my head. I wanted her to pull out the list and just go to town with the masks. I felt like there were a lot of different subplot points that they just dropped. And is it going to be picked up in the next book? I didn't read any of the books, so let's just put that out there. I only watched the series. Yeah. I still had a soft spot for her even after her genocide. Daenerys. Gotcha. Yeah. Well, that's cool. See, I would have said, I'm going to King's Landing. People, that's where I'm going. I'm tagged in a million tags, and I'll get to them one day. So, do you know what I'm saying? Gareth, you're asking for like a 3-hour episode on that. I've been very much into movies from being sick. So like Letterboxd, like I make sure when I watch a movie, I put it in Letterboxd and all that. Mostly independent horror movies. There's been some good ones. There's been some really good ones. And then last week I like the Alien franchise. I do. But I only like certain ones. Like the prison one, I really don't like. I like one, I like two. I love Prometheus for some reason. I have no idea why. And I just watched Covenant last week, and I thought that was That was pretty good. And there's weird cameos in Covenant, and I'm like, I don't understand why these people are here. I support a small business the other day for treats, freeze-dried candies. A tip. Oh, yeah. Yeah, places do that. A lot of places do that now, which is weird. Hi. Yeah, I'm getting there. Their ears are healing slowly, but I'm still, it's a struggle. It's a struggle every day. You know, because I just don't know like how I'm gonna feel, what the weather's gonna be like. Um, you know, I get really tired. Like I will literally be in bed by 9 o'clock today. And today I was up really early and then you know, I got really tired after that and I had to go and do some things. Then I came home and I was just like in a funk, you know? Floaty, what is up, girl? Flash, your birthday coming up or did I miss it? I've never seen that. Clowns freak me out and he freaks me out. I've never seen it. There's also, I know Ollie's done the Terrifier. There's novelizations of Terrifier. There's like books based on the films. I need to do at least one tag video this year. One of the few video making promises I made in January. There you go. I just fell out of them because it's like, you know, and I'm thankful and grateful that people tag me, but then, you know, I think about all the videos that I want to make, and then there's all these tags that people tag me in, and I can't get to both. April 24th, my future brother-in-law is April 24th too. We just had his party last night. Cool. Everybody's saying hello. I think we're caught up. Cool. We are doing a nice family brunch. And that's about it. And it's a very nice family brunch. We went last year and we actually had a good time. You have to get dressed up and all that. So I'm not so much like, I don't know what you want to say. Like we will be with like one half of the family and then the other half of the family we may see. So we kind of have to like split our time a little bit. But yeah, it's good. Like the food is really good. So I'm going for the food and the family and the fun. And nobody talks books, so I'm like counting down the minutes until I get home. I'm thankful I don't get tagged in book tags. I don't have enough books under my belt to talk about. Yeah, but there's tags that don't have books in them, which are fun. You know, like the one that I did earlier in the week, and I tagged everybody. So technically, you're tagged, but you don't have to talk about books. You just talk about like, you know, did you ever skim a book? Did you ever spoil a book for someone? That kind of stuff. Those are fun because I don't like doing homework for tags. That's not me. I don't want to like sit down and plan out my answers. I just want to go, you know, talk about it. Yeah. Yeah. Tauruses are cool. All right. I'm going to pull over the other screen and we'll get to these channels. Now, what I want you guys to do is open up another browser or come back to this live and I will link all the channels in the description box. I didn't want to link them now because I didn't want to give people heart attacks that we're doing a live and talking about their channels. So I wanted to be kind. I'll never forget the one time when I first started. I shouted out a brand new channel and the lady was like upset. She was upset. She's like, I don't understand why you would do that. And I'm like, well, I'm trying to be kind and I'm trying to put some eyes on your channel. And she's like, but I didn't know it was happening. I'm like, you're not supposed to know. It's kind of a nice little surprise. And she did not take it that way at all. I have a Taurus moon too. Yep. I'm a Pisces rise. No, I'm a Pisces sun, a Virgo rising, and a Taurus moon. That's me. All right, let me do this. Hey, look at me. Okay, so we have Bruno nonfiction. I've been on a nonfiction kick lately. Lover of nonfiction. No other stuff in the about section. We have one video 6 days ago, 20 views, 10 subscribers. So go on ahead. I'm going to subscribe right now. Go on ahead and subscribe to Bruno Nonfiction. How's that? There's a lot of people online right now. Whoa. Doing lives. Code is on. Sean is still on? I think Sean is with Jim, right? Mystery and Mayhem? Okay, now we have the Lost Coffee Mug. The Lost Coffee Mug does comment on Support Small BookTube videos. This channel was active when I was really sick, so I didn't get a chance to cover it. So we have, welcome to my YouTube channel. I have a blog, but I figured why not give it a go with the BookTube channel. Please give me a follow, and I hope we can have a good chat about books. They have a website, Goodreads, and StoryGraph. And we have a bunch of videos, daily reading vlogs. Ooh, a lot of daily reading vlogs. The BookTube newbie tag was just yesterday, and we have some wrap-ups. Cool. So check out the Lost Coffee Mug. I always know where my coffee mugs are. What? Gareth, what does that mean? Bye, Gareth. Oh. Okay. Heroic Book Adventures is the next one. 9 subscribers, 2 videos. BookTube newbie tag, and we have Douglas Niles' Moonshade Trilogy, Forgotten Realms. This channel is mostly classic fantasy, as well as science fiction, horror, historical fiction, and nonfiction. And the channel is dedicated to the memory of his dog. So if you're a dog person, make sure you subscribe. And then we have Wills Reads. Wills Reads has 6 subscribers and 3 videos. Yeah, 3 videos. My friends are tired of me talking about books, so now I'm here. Follow my reading journey of primarily lit fic, mystery, thriller, and horror, and a chronological tour of Stephen King's written works. So we have first reading vlog ever, reading vlog, and BookTube newbie tag. 6 subscribers, 3 videos, and I'll give it a subscribe. All right. Actually, I'll give all of them a subscribe. Hey. I have to go through my subscriptions because I guarantee you that I have a million that are not active anymore. I know that for a fact. I don't even know how many subscriptions I have. I'm probably going to say it's about 3,000. I've been on BookTube for 4 years, and I do a weekly show, so, you know. But I know that I don't see all of those videos. I don't see all of those creators. Probably 75% of those channels are dead. It was funny. One time I was doing like a recorded version of this, but I was going through my subscriptions and it was just dead channel, dead channel, dead channel. And I'm like, nobody wants to watch this. There's no way. Well, you know, it's kind of like what you do. That's cool. Who, thanks to me? I'll take it. What do you mean, which Stephen King? Oh, it's that last channel is doing a Stephen King tour of all of his books. Yeah, I never do. I have to, though. I'm just lazy. Like, I don't even know how many people. Yeah, that's a good rule. I think I was like 6 months. You know, 6 months, and if you don't put out a video, bye. Because like people come back, you know, Jordan Peter, is it Jordan Peter? Not Jordan Peterson. Jordan, he used to have the pet rats. He came back. And I told him and I said, hey, it's good to see you. Check out Angela Michelle. Well, cool. Thanks. That's the best way to network and start a community, man. You got to talk to each other, right? That's how we all got started, right? Talking to everybody. No, you're not. You just got to branch out. There's tons of people. You have to branch out a little. You guys should have on, I don't know his name. He's a Buddhist monk. Do you know who I'm talking about? He reads a little bit of everything. He reads horror. He reads sci-fi. He reads fantasy. He reads a little bit of everything. He's cool. You should have him on your show. He'd be fun. Yeah, you can filter it. And you know what's funny? I was filtering it today, and you'll see like channels from a long time ago. Hannah from Hannah's Book showed up, and I'm like, look at Hannah's newbie tag from 5 years ago. But that's cool because the algorithm put it there. So, you know, she may see like a little uptick in subscribers because it's towards the front of when you search BookTube newbie tag. And I'm like, that's awesome. I love Hannah. Wait, hold on. Okay. Some peeps decline. Yeah. Some people want that instant gratification. They want the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 hours, and if they don't get it, then they're done. You know, but it's not a sprint. This is a marathon. And if you love books, you're not going to stop talking about books. You know, if I have 1 subscriber, I'm still going to talk about books that I got, books that I want to get, books that I read, you know, because I don't have anybody. I'll just talk to the ether. I don't care. Pat is reading. Oh, Pat is reading with him. Okay. Hey, we just talked about you. Sorry. You're featured this week. Sorry. Not sorry. I didn't tag you in the video yet, but yeah, we just and here's the proof. Boop. We did a live one, so you might see a little uptick this week. Keep on creating, keep on creating. I only show up as a live stream guest on open mic nights. So what? Who cares? There's nothing wrong with that. I just like hanging out with my friends. You know, that's to me is like the best part. You know, like I'll have to work for the desert island shows, but you know, I just like being with people. Being with people that I like, that we have common interests. That's the best thing about this community, you know. So funny. Yeah, that's what we're doing, man. Awesome. You got it. Yeah, so I'll be sharing this live probably tomorrow morning for all the Monday. For some reason, like a lot of people watch it Monday in the morning, the Support Small BookTube series, because it won't show up as like a new video because it's a live, which is weird. And I'm not turning it into a video, if that makes sense. The videos and the live streams are like 2 separate things. Yeah, that's him. Yeah. He's awesome. Very cool. All right, so 10 minutes left. What should we talk about? Oh, Lord. I can't believe like half of May is almost over, or half of April. And then we're going into May. I tried to make a video to help booktubers improve their audio video quality. So many new channels have tons of potential, but horrible audio. Yeah, I have horrible audio right now because I don't have a port to put my microphones in. I have a light going on. I have my dual screens going on. So this is just my laptop audio happening today. So I hope it's clear. Yes, I do. I do. Do I have it here? I have it over there. But yeah, never. I have, it's like my holy trinity. I have my Kindle Scribe, I have my Kindle Paperwhite, and I have my Kobo Libra Color. I don't have any reason to, upgrade or to get something else or something different. I'm happy right where I'm at, which is awesome. And Jess, your content is so good. Yeah, I'm proud of you. Don't ever give up. No, 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 not at all. You put out awesome content. Well, thank you. It's just my MacBook, and I'm just hoping because I can't really, hear anything. So yes, it's a laptop, but I think the secret is it's on a metal like stand, one of those like desk things. And I think the metal may have something with like a little reverb that may do something with it. I don't know. I'm just being silly, but thank you. Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes like I'll just do a quick video on my phone and the audio sounds better than when I use a microphone. I don't know. Technology. What can you do? Let's see. All right, so I have to save that. I don't want to close out of that window. But you have to just keep going. You have to just keep going. Because look, if you would have given up a year ago, right? You wouldn't have hit the milestones that you hit since then. You can't give up. Like if you have to for whatever reason, but if it's something that if it's a goal that you want to achieve, you gotta be persistent. You gotta keep going. As hard as it is, like I'm still writing. I got 2 rejections, 3 rejections this year already. And it's like, my writing isn't for that publisher. That's all. And I just have to keep on doing my thing. It wouldn't turn on. Oh, that's good. Good, Floss. That's good to know. You should do a video about that. Yeah. I remember when you hit 666. You have an awesome, awesome community, Jess. Really do. You put out great content. You have to do it for yeah. For sure. For sure. And like, what is YouTube famous these days anymore? Like, nah. I'd rather just have fun making the content. That's what I love. I love being a nerd and geeking out over the stuff that I love. Like, I could never, there's literally no one in my life that I could talk fountain pens with. There's no one. Zero. But because of YouTube, I have 230 people on my other channel that are like, love your pens, and that's awesome to me. I know. It's so good. Where do you find venues to submit your writing to? There's a lot. My main place not too long ago, like 6 months ago. Well, no, prior to November would have been Twitter. Twitter was the main place because all the publishers would put out, all the small presses. Now it's Blue Sky. Blue Sky has a lot. But also, there were a couple sites that just like aggregate all of the different things. Now, not horror specific, but just all of the different publications that are accepting stuff. Apex I used to submit to a lot. sometimes there will be an author that I really like that will be in on an anthology. And then that author will say, hey, they're accepting submissions for this anthology. Would you like to, whatever? And then for Juan's book, his anthology that I got published in, he actually invited me to do that. And I was like honored to the hilt, you know, like I was like, yes, I will submit, and, you know, just let me know, you know, if it gets accepted or whatever. No, nothing wrong with that. Put 156 people in a room. Put 156 people in a room. That number doesn't seem so small when you look at it like that. Put them all in your kitchen. 156 people in your kitchen and talk to them. Or 156 people coming to your barbecue, you know? Like we think of such big, huge numbers that we want, but when you break it down, like having 5 subscribers is wonderful because that's 5 people that want to listen to you yap about books. Lots of small presses on. Yeah, there are a ton, and they keep popping up. Yeah, so Blue Sky for me, I follow a ton of publishers on there. I follow a ton of writers. There's a huge writing community on there. And it's really been great. Thanks, Floss. Thank you. Randy, stay hydrated, man. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, so if everybody doesn't know, Horror Mayhem is coming up. All the announcement videos will be dropping real soon. So Horror Mayhem is where we read a month-long event full of horror, and it's so much fun. Well, I think the most I've ever spoken in front of was 360. Me at a podium, 360 people, and I just had to do they're all sitting there with their clothes off, like that type of deal. Everybody's saying hello. Yeah, for Scott. For sure for Scott. Well, I would try and find another place that puts out similar books, you know, or somebody must have taken it over, or publish it yourself, you know. There are so many options. From what? For what? What do you think is going to happen? Nothing. Nothing is going to happen. Now the one thing for me is I do break out in like hives, like I get the red splotches, but I'll talk to anybody. I don't care. I'm the person that is not afraid to die, and I don't give a crap about talking in front of large crowds. I could do it. Would you know Scott and I were gonna do live tarot? I remember you guys were talking about it. I remember that. I remember. And I remember talking about getting my first deck. Yeah. I know. She's in the Horror Mayhem group, and she's fully supporting everything that's happening. So she's you know, I think she's managing. I'm sure it's hard, you know, with the event and everything, but she was very active, I think yesterday and today. So yeah. Yeah, I don't care. People want to hear me talk, come on, hear me talk. One day maybe I'll be reading my book to people. That'd be fun. Well, It's like happening already. I know. Everybody from basically it's everybody from last year. I know, I want to read it too. I gotta, my problem is, and I'm starting, what is it called? Kaizen? Kaizen is a Japanese way of building on something. You take little steps each day. So that's where my headspace is with trying to get, words on paper. So yeah, I'm probably doing about, on a good night, maybe 1,200 words. And then on a not so good night, 0. But I'm committing to putting something on paper. I handwrite at night, and then I'll type it over the next morning with my coffee. And that seems to be working for me right now. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I don't care. Doesn't bother me. Trust me, if half of the people in my life knew that I did this, like, they would be like, "What?" Because I'm very reserved and I'm very quiet and I'm very shy in my personal life, and they probably wouldn't even recognize me, you know? You know how some people are like, you don't recognize the person because they're doing something completely outside of their comfort zone that you're familiar with? So, yeah, that would be me. I know, I'm happy too. This is just on a whim. So, we supported a whole bunch of channels for in this live, and I'm gonna link them in the video, when I sign off probably. So go check them out. All right, guys, I gotta go hang with the hubs. So this has been wonderful. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let me know in the comments of this live if you'd like something for this to happen more than just once in a blue moon or a pink moon like it was yesterday. It is fun. It is nice. It's nice getting together with everyone. So, that could be something that we could do. All right. So I hope you're all doing well. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself. Randy, make sure you're staying hydrated. Alan, pull a card for me. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye, everybody.